If you're a student of Japanese and also a fan of video games, then more likely than not you'll already know about a place called Akihabara. Akiba, as it is also known, is Japan's famous otaku district. Once famous for selling radios and specialized computer parts, Akiba is now a mecca for anything and everything anime related that you could possibly imagine. For people interested in otaku culture, a trip to Akiba is the perfect chance to see Japan while immersing yourself in Japanese language. But what if there were a game that let you explore Akihabara from the comfort of your own home? A game where you could run around and do some shopping, or visit a maid cafe, or even watch a music video on the side of a building. Well, enter Akiba's Trip 2. The PlayStation 3 and Vita sequel to Akiba's Trip 1 is a visually improved, smoother, and generally more convincing miniaturization of everyone's favorite haven for geeks. If you haven't played the first game, then don't worry, the sequel introduces new characters and tells its own story, but it's more or less the same concept. Akiba is festering with vampires that look like normal otaku, if that's not an oxymoron. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to slay these vampires by exposing them to direct sunlight. How do you do that? Simple, strip their clothes off. That's right, the double entendre in the title Akiba's Trip can also be read as Akiba's Strip. Perform a full strip on your opponent and watch them run away with nothing but bright lights covering their more private bits. What's all this got to do with Japanese language? Well, Japan just happens to be very good at simulation games. Like the Dreamcast classic Shenmue before it, recreating all the little details that give you a sense of immersion is where Akiba's Trip 2 really excels. From the ticket barriers at the train station to the toy dispensers in front of comic book stores, the 3D rendition of Tokyo's Akihabara Electric Town is immaculate. While many shop names have been replaced with parodies, a number of famous stores like Softmap, Animate, and Yodobashi Camera have all made it with their names intact. And with over 130 faithfully represented stores, Akiba's Trip includes everything from retro game stores and maid cafes to, adult novelty goods. To say this game is perverse would be the understatement of the year. If you're not a fan of visual novels, then you'll want to think twice before you pick up Akiba's Trip 2, because a lot of the dialogue you'll be reading is delivered in this format. For the uninitiated, this just means that lengthier dialogues involve a text box on screen with a character illustration moving their mouth to the audio. This in itself is excellent because you'll be able to learn new kanji by reading the Japanese text and listening to the voices to confirm new words. That being said, unlike Persona 4 The Golden, there's no accessible backlog, so anything you didn't hear the first time is gone forever unless you load from a previous save file. This tiny oversight can be incredibly frustrating, and it's made even worse by the fact that the dialogue balloons that appear when you talk to people on the streets of Akiba disappear within seconds, leaving you with absolutely no chance to read the text at all. Attempting to speak to the same person a second time only results in different dialogue, which is of no real use to us. With a hilarious plot and a huge number of side quests, the action is always up to pace. It's no Grand Theft Auto 5, but there should be plenty here to keep you entertained, even if you wander off task to go shopping for weapon upgrades or ladies' underwear. All in all, you'll find that Akiba's Trip 2 is a hugely entertaining game and a very novel way to immerse yourself in a slightly more colorful version of a real-life place. Just remember that it's not always safe for work. I'm Chris, and for more about games and learning Japanese, keep subscribing to NihongoGamer.